Here we are, not far in the distance, is a very rare creature. We call this creature the Eddy green-shelled one-eyed monster. He only survives on grass, eating boiled eggs and nuts, and having conversations with himself and the device that he has on his hands. As you can see, he's gesturing to it to go and feed itself. He's probably putting some nuts on the ground, telling it to go and eat. Now he must be saying to it, "Why are you not eating? You're not hungry?" Oh, look, must be wiping its bum. Such tender creatures. Very, very, very sociable.
Right folks, almost ready to go. Day 2 coming up. Eddie's bags fell over just like mine's. Must have been too much whiskey last night. And leave no trace. And for one gentleman particularly, there hasn't been any eggshells left either. Not yet. But I'll be feeding the birds and reptiles later on. I'm way ahead of him. But you got to see the pack he's carrying. I mean, I've been told to carry a garden shed on my back. This man's carrying a whole garage. Unbelievable. But this is what he wants. In fact, he says he's going to get a bigger pack. Well, see how he goes with that. Made easy by Eddie.
Can't beat lightweight jumping.
Okay, right folks, just in case we get confused or we're not aware, and if something does happen, we were told so. Danger of death, fatal accidents do occur by falling from this path. Looks like I'm going to have a great time. After that experience at Glendale, I fell about 4 times. So this is going to be a breeze for me. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. I just keep falling off. That's that one done.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Yeah.
The narrow corridor now.
Right.
Onwards and upwards, as you see. Interesting. Fold mountains. They must have been, I mean, they say that some of the rocks around here are some of the oldest in the world. And they reckon the mountains around here were as high as the Himalayas at one point. At times just wore them down. So you can see where they've been colliding with each other and getting pushed up. In ancient times. That's where we're going. It's much brighter in the east than it is in the west, eh now? You can see the rain's coming. Our German friends are way ahead of us. A young couple from Berlin. Well, this is our goodbye from Glen Nevis, or to Glen Nevis rather. Because a few yards further down, this will disappear. Thanks for having us. That's us in the mountains, folks. Amongst the glens. And I think we should follow the river, roughly. I've watched these two lads go across the bogs again, they're hesitating. If we can get across into an area there, we can go straight across and just try and navigate our way by following the river. It does look drier. It looks significantly harder and drier.
Is there no different wee rivers though? Does that not look like another wee river?
It's just
You know what I mean?
Aye, but we're still heading in the right direction.
Just in case we...
No, as I say, the road's not that, you know, the path that we're on isn't visible, really, apart from trails through the bog.
Aye.
So what I'm suggesting is we go to the greener parts near the river,
Yeah.
no follow the river exactly, but just cross at certain points, you know, no cross the river, but instead of following the river right round the curves, just cross over to the next curve, then to the next one, and just follow the river. It looks to me, for this part anyway, that it's actually no bad walking. So it's just a suggestion, and I think we could cover quite a bit of ground safely. And if we have to get back on the path, then we'll have to do it. But I mean, we're going in a general direction. We know exactly where we're going now. Anyway.
Just follow that. I've seen his map was easier because it's closer together.
Aye. I mean, you have to be an eagle to read your map, eh? Poor old fella's seen better days. Food for carrying. Not much left there. Guys, that's me and Eddie's view tonight and tomorrow. The reason I'm taking it now is because rain's expected and we'll never see these mountaintops later on. I would reckon within the next hour they'll all disappear, and tomorrow it's to be rain as well, so we won't see them. So enjoy while you can. It's like pan round, you'll see exactly where we are. We didn't get to our destination, it was just bothy too far. However, we've found probably the driest part in this whole glen. It looks dry at the moment anyway, but we'll see what happens when the rains come. And down there, somewhere is where we're going. I can see a trail anyway, but we're on the right track anyway. We're just about a mile and a half, 2 miles to the bothy. We're absolutely knackered. We're just exhausted. It's hard to explain the difference, the distance we've travelled. We're right through that direction there. Eddie, it's not so much that I'm a bastardo. Right now I feel like a desperado.
Two desperados.
The desperados. Off the
I was struggling there.
The desperados, that's us.
I'm glad to get a wee break. We'll just need to get to Loch Tree by, well, tomorrow. That's the target. Or even to Careers, but there's, you know, even to Career.
Well,
And then
you
that's
know,
us. That's basically it. Yes.
the way I'm feeling now, I mean, Treagle Day.
Treagle Day and
I
then
don't think I'll
Career
get
in the
to-
morning. Right.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'll make it. I mean, how far's Treagle from here?
Well, according to what that guy was saying, if it both is 2 miles, it's not that far. Maybe another couple of miles.
So 4 miles we can manage that then.
4
Right, that's it, and
miles.
have a rest day tomorrow.
Right.
We didn't do any more walking. Well,
No, you mixed
No
up.
backpacking.
Tomorrow is Sunday,
aye.
so we 4 miles tomorrow, and
Right.
then the next day we'll need to get to.
I know, but tomorrow 4 miles tomorrow we've got a day after
Aye, right, 4 miles,
Aye.
and that's it. Aye, we're not
that. Aye, there's no
be
more.
hiking up any of the Munros. No.
No. That's it. I'll tell you what, I'll take you up a Monroe right enough and blink and leave you there
Right.
with your throat cut.
I've got other routes. I've got other trips planned. I think this is probably the longest one, toughest one. Oh, socks are drenched.
I'm just going to put my bare feet. I don't care if there's ticks.
Oh no, watch.
I don't care. And my feet need a rest. Right, I'm going my tent.
Okay.
I'm going to have 5 minutes. Ah! Feet are covered in sheep shite, rabbit shite and deer shite. And to top of that, my feet feel like shite. Welcome home! Hubba hubba yum yum. Well, it's not as much of a mess as fizzing Arnold Schwarzenegger next door. That noise is me sucking on a Capri Sun. I'm thoroughly knackered. It's outrageous. I'm thoroughly knackered. I'm glad I'm getting the pitch. I'll speak to you later, Titch. Yeah, it's been a hard one. I'm going to do a vlog just now because I might not do one tonight because I'll be too tired, but you know me. Shut up! Shut up! Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, I might do a vlog later, we'll see. I'm certainly not in a fit state to, even at this moment, to say very much. It's not so much the miles, and we've done a lot of miles. 20 miles anyway. But it's the terrain. My knees held out, that's one positive thing. Fingers crossed, touch wood, etc, 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 because I've got to get back. But yeah, it's held out. I'm very, very pleased with that. But it wasn't so much a climb this time, it was more just up and down and rocks and bogs and all the rest of it. And I have to say, about 3-4 miles back there, I was starting to lose my confidence. It was monotonous. It was a bit like that time with Mick and myself up in the Cheviots where we were in the fog and we couldn't see where we were going, and it just went on and on and on, and your morale just starts to drop. Well, I was getting that way. However, I knew we had to be at a certain place. I've got to get home. I've got my daughter to look after and whatever else. So, and if I did, you know, yeah, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to have some soup tonight and some ham, mix it in together with some bread and dip it in, and that'll be enough for me. As per usual, I've brought things that I think will last me 3 days, and it's still too much, and it's not very much I've got. What I've noticed is that when I'm out, I don't eat very much. I drink more water and more juices and stuff like that, but I don't eat very much. I just nibble away. I've just had, I think this whole trip, apart from the ravioli me and Eddie had, was I've had 4 boiled eggs, 2 handfuls of nuts, some mixed nuts and fruits. I've just had a packet of hula hoops there, don't tell Eddie. And is there anything else I've had? Some bits of chocolate. And that's it. So I don't know. I just don't have an appetite. But I'm going to make something later. That's if I don't fall asleep first. And I've got some usquebeef. So I've got some whiskey there as well, which I think me and Eddie need a wee sip together tonight because
It's been an achievement just getting this far. We've not reached our destination. It's another 2 or 3 miles down the road, but we're just too tired. Just too tired. I was giving up. My legs were giving up. I'm done in, and I'm not afraid to admit it. What I will say is that I'm thoroughly impressed that I've got this far, to be quite honest. But more impressed with the scenery and the experience of being out here. The contrast, the light and the cloud cover, the clearing, the blue skies, the snow-capped mountains. It's dun 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 dun. What do you want? What else do you want? So anyway, it's good, and this is wild camping at its best as far as I'm concerned. So maybe catch you later on after I've had a few. See what happens. I'll have to find that knife that Eddie gave me. I might want to give him it back. And he's back. Catch you later. Well, a quick good day and good night and God bless. My next door neighbour, he's totally unorganised, but that seems to be typically Eddie. It's bizarre, you go into his tent and he's sitting there like he's got a turban on with that Eddie hat and his big puffy jacket on. And it's like, is this the middle of December or January? Hey Eddie! Hi! You look like Big Abdul there. With a beard and everything. He looks like a terrorist. Osama bin Eddie. Anyway, so this is me. I'm going to say goodnight because I almost fell asleep there. So me and Eddie have had a couple of drams and we're just going to settle in for the rest of the night. And tomorrow's another day. Let's hope. If it's going to rain, it rains tonight and clears up by tomorrow. So I don't want to go through another bog that's been made into a bigger bog. Oh, I'm thoroughly knackered. I'm dying. I'm dying. Can't you see? I'm dying. I'm dying so much. Anyway, right, good night folks. What? I don't know what he's got to be cheery about. Yeah. I don't know what you've got to be cheery about. Eh? Reasons to be cheerful, part 1 is it? Because I'll tell you, I've had about 12 parts this trip. Anyway, good night, God bless, take care everybody.